toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he'll bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they've faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team him, triple team him, it really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the first down, even though he was double teamed.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Red pass, it's complete. Plows through the defense. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. There's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Forward and finds his man on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
That is one when they watch film next week that receiver is going to wish he had back. That quarterback had all day to throw the football. That was basically 7-on-7. There was no one near the QB. Receiver's got to make the catch.
Another incompletion on third down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield, it's Riggs. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. Now on the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's
got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Under fire. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And some room to work. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 33. And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. That's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try the run. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Riggs. Turning it, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Turns it on in midfield. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Booth. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that.
Unleashes one deep. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Got the quick completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, better look out. Lots of running room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Riggs. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Leaves it with the running back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. On the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Kentucky! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat gang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. He makes the grab. Hard running there. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Booth. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Completes it in the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I don't know if that was a bust defensively, but there was nobody in the middle of the field that time, making it way too easy for the offense to pick up a chunk play in the middle.
Have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And these short-yarded situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short-yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Kansas State is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Manhattan for some time. They're up by 16 over Kansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time he's got his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here's the heat. Escapes the sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass.
Number 18, set to kick this one away.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense in an empty set. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Use the play fake, now to throw. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And last week was great for this young man, but man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level, just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Riggs. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They try to get him going there.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell, incomplete.
Makes a grab, past the marker. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They're going back to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy, run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. Kentucky right back to the line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the point after. just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Vanderbilt. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella, continue to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to it.
And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. The RPO, it's complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quick release on the RPO. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Let's go. Ready. He wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him. Died and out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. The Razorbacks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
off the play fake. He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Gonna run it. It's Riggs. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. It's complete on the right side. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Great place to start for this offense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Diggs. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds. Laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a man, it's Gibson. Here comes the heat. Got rid of it just in time.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not it.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pick. as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Diggs. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nice move there. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Motion from the back. To the air, it's Gibson. Finds his target down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got his man down the middle. Jumped on top of the pile.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
There he goes. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Well, they execute the end route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Scanning the field, it's Gibson. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Hauls it in. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And the Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point was good.
The extra point is good. Kentucky, 48, Arkansas.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Take this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory for turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Working that left side now. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defense.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. On fourth down, looking to pass. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put